everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite things that I've been learning about over the past few years, data science. Over the past few years, I've been learning more about data science through my statistics and CS classes, as well as various internships and workshops. And I realized how relevant data science is to ourselves, businesses, communities, and our world, and just overall how cool data science is. It's something that I've been exploring more as part of my day-to-day life, or should I say day-to-day life. Data is the new black. There's literally so much data around us. Sports game statistics are data, medical records are data, shopping online and clicking through products is data. You watching this YouTube video is also data. There is so much data generated every day, every hour, every minute, every second. So what is data science? To put it simply, data science is the process of collecting data and trying to understand it. It's trying to get insights and information and anything valuable from data. How does Amazon suggest products for you to buy? How does Gmail sort your emails into spam and not spam? How does Uber determine when and where to do surge pricing? All of these questions and more are solved using data science. Companies use data science in order to solve these problems. The overall concept of data science is very broad. Even from the example questions I just said, there's so many different applications of data science and also so many different types of data that can be analyzed. The exact role of a data scientist really depends on the type of data and the problem that's trying to be solved using that data. But in general, a data scientist tries to understand the data, get useful information from the data, and then solve problems with this information. There is a lot that goes into data science and being a data scientist. It requires math and computer science skills, as you might imagine, in order to analyze the data, manipulate it. Also working with statistics methods, which plays into machine learning, deep learning, predictive models, probability analysis, and more. It is also really important to have business or domain knowledge in order to drive decisions and really apply the data to different problems to achieve different goals. Communication skills are also a big part of it. If you're analyzing something, you want to be able to communicate your results to people. There are a lot of Venn diagrams out there that represent data scientists and the intersection of these different areas. Some of them have a little bit of humor too. As someone who is in data science or someone who wants to start off in data science, it's important to learn about the data science lifecycle. Knowing about the data science lifecycle helps to understand the process of what data scientists do and also helps to break down any data science problem. First is framing the problem and formulating different questions. Before solving a problem, you have to define what the problem is. This is the stage where you establish goals for your project, which will help lead the analysis later on. Next is collecting the data. What data do you need? Where can you get the data from? How can you store all the data, especially if there's a lot? And how can you access it all really quickly? If you're already given the data you need, that is perfect. If the data is in a database already, you can query it using SQL or something similar. And if the data isn't in a database already, you're going to have to scrape it or obtain it using different methods. Once you have this raw data though, the next step is cleaning it and processing it. This step and how long it takes really depends on how clean or messy your data already is. Cleaning the data could mean many different things. Sorting out inconsistencies with columns, taking care of missing values, doing something about corrupted data values, accounting for time zone and date range errors, solving data type related issues, and so much more. How you clean your data really depends on the purpose of the data and the business reasoning behind it. After you have cleaned your data, the next step is exploring your data and doing some exploratory data analysis, or EDA. This is where you get to play with the data and brainstorm and come up with ideas that would help the initial problem that you came up with. You can try finding patterns in your data, exploring different parts of the data, and trying to find the story behind those patterns. Once you have a general story or hypothesis related to the data, the next step is doing a more in-depth analysis with your data. This is the step where all the math, stats, and technical knowledge really comes more into play. Based on the patterns that you found before, you can do predictive analysis, inference, regression, text mining, or something else to add in some quantitative analysis to your data story. Once you have all of your insights, the last step is communicating results. All that analysis and exploration that you did, you have to tie it into a story with the problem that you started with, the process that you went through, and what the results were, and what actionable insights can be taken based on your data. Data visualization is something that can help support the story, and business intelligence helps connect the data science work back to the business. So this whole process gets iterated over and over, and it's a really good way to think about data science as a series of steps. Each of these steps involves a lot of different sub-processes, and different skills are required for each of them. There's a quote that I think describes data science pretty well. Let me read it. Data scientist is a person who is better at statistics than any programmer and better at programming than any statistician, by Josh Wills. This quote is really interesting because it gets into the fact that data scientists need to know a lot of different skills. There are so many skills and applications and day-to-day projects and in general work that data scientists can do. It's important to have statistics knowledge and programming knowledge as a data scientist, among other skills. All of these skills will help you analyze data and make insights about the world using data. So that was an intro to data science and some of the things I like to talk about when people ask me what is data science. If you liked this video and want to see more, make sure to subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!